Oh, hey guys. Fancy meeting you up here. You don't need to come
Hey,
and visit
Soze.
me in my new home.
Well, we're about to get you out if you want.
If I want. And how exactly do you plan to get me out? I was just told that I had 3-day sentencing, and I'd already served 3 days, but then they changed it to 5 on the phone. Can you believe that?
So yeah, we're going to motion for a mistrial. Judge Bailey just told us that Judge Jackson said that it could have been a mistrial, but he wanted to hear the case anyway, so it's going ahead.
Which one was Jackson?
The other guy, the guy in the hat.
You realize inside, listen, I think I should eat this. The fact that that is implied that it was said, and inside the state legislation, it says if anything should be a mistrial, that a judge has to come forward. If you look at the legislation, you'll see that. It's in, I believe it's in the Constitution,
Yes,
actually. It's
it
state
is.
enforced.
That is very true. But in the same light, Soze, we file for the motion with those details. It gets passed. We then file a civil lawsuit against them.
Is it
This
civil
how
lawsuit by disobeying the law? They should be impeached. He knows
Well, that
he
as
broke
well.
the Constitution.
Well, it's both. We'd go after him, but then also you need to be compensated.
I mean, I got $100,000 that they took from me.
Yeah.
Listen, if they can make it 1,000, 100,000, $1,780, I'll do it.
Yeah, but
I owe somebody some money.
yeah, we understand if like you may want to eat it, but I feel like this is how we get change. If we just sort of take it on the chin, then nothing gets fixed.
Yeah.
I mean, do we need to get a deposition of him before we do this and make sure the evidence is submitted? Because I've heard that you need to have evidence submitted to put put it on the docket, unless you're a police officer or a retard.
Not for this. It would be a separate docket filing.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah.
What do you mean separate docket filing? I looked in the legislation. It says that it's all done in the same way by civilians, lawyers, or the people in the due process.
Mm-hmm.
What's separate with this?
So the motion for a mistrial would effectively get you out of here, get you the money back. It's as if like the case didn't even happen.
Right, which means they could retrial the case. So what I suggest, listen, I understand you want me out, and I
well, a mistrial would make it so that the ruling is null,
not evident, right? But if we are to subpoena the results beforehand and get clarification on the PC and what actually happened here, because I still don't understand why the fuck I was charged on any of these.
Yes.
Then at least we can have a basis to stand on, because the prosecution didn't prove I had the gun to go into the government building. I had the gun beforehand because I was defending myself.
I see what he's saying.
Aliens, and it was a police-issued firearm from 5 years ago in which I was stuck after those goddamn assholes locked me in the fucking purple thing. Okay, but I can't really say that. But either way, the point is they didn't prove it. I don't understand.
Yeah.
Do they not need to prove beyond a reasonable doubt? Because it doesn't say that. I believe if the judge thinks I'm guilty, then I'm guilty. There's no proof needed.
You're 100% right. In fact, Rob and I were discussing this, and then we spoke to Bailey, and he was on the exact same page. Is that the moment they came to explain why these charges were applicable to you, they should have and needed to also explain why your arguments had no merit. Them not being able to underline why your arguments didn't have merit, let alone the fact they shut a lot of your arguments down, well, then they didn't know what the fuck they were ruling on to begin with, right?
Well, that's the thing. Like I said, if there's no, if the due process doesn't have you have to prove beyond reasonable doubt, then they don't have to do anything. The judge is the overseer and can do whatever the fuck they want. It doesn't matter. Except for the mistrial thing, because they did write that because they're fucking stupid.
So, Robin, this is where I'm going to need your help on this. If we mistrial it, yes, it's as if it didn't happen. But
can I speak with Mr. Soze for 2 seconds when y'all done?
Yes, absolutely. But then separate from that, what you're referencing, that would be done separately as a not a defense for you, but actually we'd be attacking the judges directly.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't be
Yeah.
like, it wouldn't be a part of this. Like, this would be used as evidence for the other thing.
Listen. I'm going to be honest. I could sue them, but they're likely going to throw it out because the judges have the power. Do you really think that Max, if we said to him, "Hey, these laws are fucking stupid. Maybe we could fix them," that maybe he'd be like, "Yeah, you know, we probably could emphasize some things here and make it a little less dumb."
Yes, I think we can.
Yeah, I mean, that was the original goal. I tried to do that to Bones, but he actually has the IQ of a dead cat, which is
So-
likely in the negative somehow. And he just didn't comprehend what I was putting down. I was
No.
questioning the logic to make the law of the state better. I wasn't implying that I had the power of the state, which they claim they do.
So the way that I've been kind of breaking it down, because look, it's been a while since I've known Max, and quite frankly, he's fucked me over in the past based on opinions of his, what the fuck do they call it? Like the Secretary of State or whatever. What is it? The person they appoint?
The chief of staff.
Chief of Staff. I got fucked by Juno, and now it looks like I'm getting fucked by Siobhan out of the blue. So yeah, I do think that he's kind of getting puppeted a bit. But the thing is, I think politics.
100%. He is pussy whipped.
Oh.
He is pussy whipped.
Yeah.
He doesn't have a backbone to say what he thinks, and was the same with Bones somehow.
Yeah.
They are doing what she says. She is the devil in disguise behind. I have no doubt
Yeah.
that is actually Satan.
It's classic like sheep maneuvers, right? But
Yes, no,
he's got
Satan. Actually, Satan.
actually
The red hair, everything.
There's-
More than likely Satan.
there is I think some politics can be played in order to push some legislation forward. Now, if let's say there's a possibility, let's say that politicking does not work, right? Which is entirely
Yes.
reasonable. The fact of the matter is, he's out of office in six weeks, and at best he's running the police department, which means someone else comes in his place that will likely be polar opposite of him, because otherwise no one's going to vote, right? As long as it is made very public what legislation is being pushed and the council is refusing to sign off on it, they're going to get fucked
I was
6 weeks
thinking
from
of
now.
dressing up as a mime and running for mayor.
You could do
what,
that.
You know how I'd speak to everybody.
Yeah.
I'd wave to everybody, and then I'd look at Max on the council. That's how I'd speak in sign language, nice and quiet, just like a mime would. Do you think it would work? The second-class citizen mime at me. I'm joking. I ain't doing that shit.
Okay, thank God. Yeah. The what is with the bear thing?
I killed a bear and I used it as a suit. It's like, listen, I go out into the wilderness a lot and just reattach to our true natures of humans. It's very nice to detach and just reset the mind and the body and have a better understanding of why we are really here. We are here to create, okay? We are here to make something, okay? People get caught in a system, in a bubble. They stop creating and they stop making what the humans are designed to do. And what they do is turn into pieces of shit and get comfortable in their little power bubble and ruin a fucking entire country. I just need to break sometimes, okay?
Fair enough.
So, maybe we don't want to keep that judge waiting.
Yeah. I mean, well, we need to know. Do you want to get out or not?
We can discuss that in a minute. It's
okay.
Let's see what the judge says.
Yeah,
I want
let's
to
do that.
understand his logic.